Hey folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas, gearing up for a big weekend in the NHL. Lots of opportunities on the wagering board. Glad to be with you here at bangthebook.com. Follow me on Twitter at Brian Blessing. Heading into the weekend, the home stretch, post-trade deadline. Now you're going to get teams start to find a groove. What are the teams actually going to look like? How are they constructed moving forward at the end of the regular season just to get in, seeding, and then ultimately to make a push for the Stanley Cup? Man, you look at the logjam in the East. You got Montreal, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Philly's getting back in the discussion. Columbus made the big deals. Can they soldier on with the push? They certainly made the case that they're all in. And in the West, Arizona is not going quietly into the night. You know, this is a team that's in the middle of a long homestand, and they're playing great hockey. They've won 5 in a row, and Vegas wins a couple of games. Actually, maybe you say fortunately, they beat Dallas 4-1, but that was a 1-1 game with 2 empty netters at the tail end. And then Vegas got a late goal and beat Florida in overtime. But Vegas with Mark Stone, they look like a different team now. But again, I think they still face some significant hurdles. So we start to, plot a course here for the weekend and look at motivation and some of the spots that could be of intrigue. You get, Pittsburgh and Buffalo, you're playing on a Friday night. Then Pittsburgh's got to go right into Montreal on a Saturday, and Montreal played the Rangers, so both teams have to travel for this game. Pushing down the road here, I think, Montreal's had a great season. It's been a wonderful story, but if he really pushed me here, I think Montreal's the team maybe that could spit the bit, and you might get a decent price on Pittsburgh for that Saturday game in Montreal. Tampa Bay, record-setting season, but you wonder what is their motivation the rest of the way. Pretty soon Tampa Bay is going to start resting players, so always take note of that. They're always going to be a big favorite. You get Carolina and Florida. Florida played really good on a road trip, but first game home from a western road swing, and Carolina's coming in here. That first game home is never an easy spot, and Florida just came out of this raucous atmosphere at T-Mobile Arena, and they're going back home where they play in front of nobody. Carolina could be a team you look at on the road. And then Minnesota and Calgary. Minnesota's hanging around there, fighting to get in the West. But this Calgary team, I will tell you, they remind me of Vegas last year where everybody said, well, it's going to end. When's it going to end? When's it going to end? Well, it didn't end until Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. And San Jose came all the way up to Calgary, made the push, and Calgary stared them down and pulled away again. Don't sleep on this Calgary team. They are a really good team. Then you get a rematch of a game played earlier in the week, Buffalo and Toronto. Toronto is catching Buffalo on back-to-back nights after getting thumped in that raucous atmosphere against the Islanders. So the Islanders probably have a stone in their shoe. Buffalo-Toronto, they play it hard. It's usually a great rivalry atmosphere, but I think Toronto's got a stone in their shoe after Tavares got booed by the people in the island, and the island put the Sasquatch foot on them. Go to Sunday, look at some of the opportunities that are out there. Philly and the Islanders. Philly may be an intriguing team on Sunday. This could be a big letdown spot for the Islanders, going back to that game where they blew Toronto out and all the fans were deeply invested in booing Tavares. It's a potential letdown spot. I'd look for Philly to be a live dog on Sunday afternoon. And then you get Chicago at San Jose. The one thing to know about San Jose, Erik Karlsson's got a groin injury. He's not going to play. In Chicago scores, they give up a lot of goals. With Karlsson out defensively, I think Chicago, San Jose may provide you an opportunity for an over on Sunday. Always trying to go inside the game, read between the lines, a lot of good opportunities for you. Should be another fun weekend in the NHL, and we're always glad to be with you right here from Las Vegas at bangthebook.com.